Hello, my fellow Go Renegade, and welcome back to a brand new video of Ghoulish Reacts. And today we are back, diving in once again to the monochromatic, alternate, infested world of the Mandela Catalogue. So in the last episode, we ended up watching an independent horror film by Alex called Botanophobia, but now we're diving back into the world of the Mandela Catalogue, and I cannot be more excited of this. So anyway, the video that we're going to be reacting to today is called The Mandela Catalogue Cognitohazard. Now, the last episode that we watched of the Mandela Catalogue was the Mandela Catalogue Unraveling Part 2, which focused on the perspective of the Mandela tech store owner, Dave Lee, who was showing his procedure on how he would compile evidence tapes for Thatcher Davis for his alternate investigations. And at the end of that video, Dave ends up spotting an alternate outside his window, and it's kind of left ambiguous there. So he has pretty much an encounter. Now, the interesting about this video, the description says this is a metaphysical awareness disorder demonstration, number A567. Now, for those of you who probably do not remember what I'm about to mention, metaphysical awareness disorder was something that was introduced all the way back in Volume 1. It is a disease or a disorder that people get when they see alternates. Pretty much this disorder causes them to want to, let's just say, off themselves, for a lack of a better terms. Some ways to get about, I think it's like 98%, 97% of people who get metaphysical awareness actually succumb to it, but there is a 3% of people who, encounter alternates and it doesn't affect them at all. So it is a very serious thing. And there's many different ways to get rid of said metaphysical awareness disorder. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Babel screencaps edited.mov. Okay. Okay, let's see. Southern Wisconsin events. Activities for young ones in the area, created by Med Student 80 4 days ago. Okay, so this is on a forum site of some kind. Let's see. Med Student 80. Hello, fellow Wisconsinites. New user here. So this is taking place on April 8th, 2011. I just graduated. I'm going to be moving back with my aunt, but I have to look over my little cousins while she has work. Anyone know of any fun activities to take the youngsters to in the area? Okay, so then she gets responded to by a post called Wisconsin Bird Lover. Hi, welcome to Babel. I'm not super familiar with what's around here, but I remember where my mom would take me as a kid. Okay, so Bird Lover and Med Student are having this conversation over this forum. Workshare Aquarium has always been awesome, and also the mega indoor playground in downtown Burrowkey. There's also that children's museum next door, but don't go on the weekends. LOL, it gets crazy. Okay. So this bird lover person seems kind of nice. Thanks for the quick response. I'll look into those places and ask the kiddos what they want to do. Okay. So this is a picture of the indoor park. We went to the indoor playground today, and it was awesome. The kids had so much fun. I wish I had this when I was a kid. So much has changed around here since I was young. It feels like I'm getting used to an entirely new place. Oh yeah, that's right. I tend to forget that as the story has progressed in the world of Mandela Catalogue, that we're slowly getting up to current day, or at least somewhat current day. This is in the early 2000s. We're not back in the 1980s when the series first started. 1970s and 80s, when the series first started, when the alternate invasion happened. We're getting back to the current day now with a lot of these newer episodes. Good to hear. Did you guys deal with the bridge construction traffic on the interstate, or do you take the back roads? Back roads is always better and more scenic. Greatly recommend for nature pics. We did indeed take the scenic route. What bridge are you referring to? I'll make sure to avoid it going forward. Not sure the name, but it's next to the old Mandela County government building on the off-ramp. I forgot Mandela County even existed. Do they have anything interesting going on nowadays? The last time I heard about it was from my grandparents saying how much worse their county fair gets every year, lol. It's always been one of those places that I've overheard in passing from older family members, yet I've never actually been there. Oh, that's interesting. I don't even know they had a fair. I need to get out more, lol. It seems like hardly anyone did. Apparently, it was always overshadowed by bythorns. Just to give a little context for those who have forgotten some things about the series, Bythorn is another one of the counties that's very close to Mandela, and so is Workshire. Workshire, Bythorn, and some other counties are always mentioned together in more recent episodes. Yeah, that's where all the rich old people go these days. That's funny. Surely Mandela County will have it again this summer, right? I'm sure my GF will want to go check it out. We're into cheap, gimmicky stuff. It has way more soul. If that's your guys' jam, then go ahead and make sure to post pics on the main forum then. I'm curious. Just be careful though. I don't know if it's one of those dangerous areas nowadays. I'm trying to find info about it, but nothing's coming up. The cons of living in Wisconsin. That's funny. True. Rolling on the floor. Laughing. Yeah. I tried searching and yeah, you're right. That's weird. Nothing on the web has been published about Mandela in 4 years. What's the latest thing you can find? I can't find anything. I wonder what their, sudden interest and fascination about Mandela County is. It's kind of like the only thing I can kind of theorize, come up with in my head, it's kind of like a moth being, driven to a flame, essentially. It's just like, once it's mentioned, it's like you can't help but research it, or you can't help but want to go to said place. Oh, geez. Oh, med student must have found something. Owner found dead at church. Oh, Dave Lee. Oh, WTF. That's funny. Yeah, no idea how I haven't heard about this. I've lived there all my life and I haven't heard of Channel 3 News. Once could be an unreliable source. Okay, so that was their last ever published news story. They seem to be doing well too. That was Bythorn's news station, for God's sake. This is all pretty big news. Why is nobody talking about this? Well, it just doesn't really seem like much to talk about. People die every day. Businesses go bankrupt more than people think. I don't think it's anything worth worrying about. I guess. I've had the biggest pit in my stomach ever since coming across that article. Why is that? The last time my family heard from my grandparents was a couple of days ago, before they were weirdly reported missing. Ooh. They were planning on going window shopping for houses in Mandela County because of how suddenly cheap the lake houses were getting. I did a good job of forgetting anything relating to it, and this whole thing isn't helping at all. One thing to mention, because this kind of just popped back into my head, in one of the older videos, I think it's volume 4, Thatcher Davis did note that every year after the Mandela invasion, the alternate invasion, sorry, every year after the alternate invasion happened back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, how Mandela County's population was rapidly declining from like hundreds of thousands to literally just hundreds. And I think, well, actually either thousands or hundreds just staying in the town. I think the last time that we saw the population count in Mandela County back in that time, there was only like 1,000 or so people living there. I'm sorry. You know it's okay, right? Yeah, I appreciate it. I've been distracting myself today, which has been working. You know it's okay, right? Yes, of course. Thank you for your care. Oh, that's odd. How he repeated himself. You know it'll be alright. Okay, right? It's okay. Yes, I know. I don't want to linger again. Let's change topics. Oh my goodness. It's an alternate. This bird, this bird dude, he's an alternate. He's an alternate because alternates have the tendency they keep up their facade for a short while and then all of a sudden and they also have the tendency to repeat themselves. That's kind of how they keep up the facade. They can only copy. I think they can only copy so far and then the facade just totally slips away. You know it's going to be okay. To be okay. It's okay. You know it's okay. Oh yeah, it's an alternate. I don't know what's going on or if you're mocking me, but I'm getting off for the night. Bye. Oh my goodness, it pulled up the article. And is enter Dennis and Tracy Cable. It is with deep sadness that we announce the passing of and announce the passing of and announce the passage. A memorial service will be held in S. St. Gabriel Church, the church in Mandela where Dave Lee was killed at by Gabriel, the alternate, the leader of the alternates, of course. Were both reported missing on February 21st, 2009. 2009. They've been missing for 2 years? Yeah, 2 years, 10/11. Wanted to see their granddaughter. They wanted to see their granddaughter one last time. Oh man, this alternate's messed up. He's bringing up, but that's their tactic for to initiate this metaphysical awareness disorder is to like because that's how the disorder works is that alternates feed off of the mental psychosis and stuff like that. They play mental games with you to get you to break you down to your lowest point, and then that's when it fully takes effect. It's a big psychological game. That's what I was looking for. At moderators, this person is being incredibly insensitive and posting sensitive personal information about my family. Please help. Med Student 80. We apologize, but there are currently no moderators online. If you have a concern, please contact our help email address and we will get back to you ASAP. Thanks for babbling. This message is automated. Do not reply. At moderators, please make it stop. I don't know how they know this stuff. Addison, they're still looking for you. Oh, that's so creepy. How do you know my name? Wow. They're still here, and new, and looking for you, Addison. Oh, he's an alternate. Is this some kind of sick joke? Still time, brand new and waiting, and looking for you outside your house, and looking. Stop. And it's going to be okay. It'll be okay. Why the hell are you telling me that? Hold on. I want to read that last part. Why the hell are you telling me that? Why would I want to know that? Oh my goodness. Bro, he types so much. I can't even read it. It's blocked out, so. Yeah, this dude's definitely an alternate. Well, there's a picture, but I can't see what it is. And that was it. That was the Mandela Catalogue Cognitohazard. That was a really interesting one. I liked that. I liked how, like I mentioned before, the series is getting closer and closer to present day. We're at least in the 2000s now, which makes it a lot more interesting, seeing how now with the advances of technology, of course, how the alternates are, slowly finding out new ways to interact with people even outside of Mandela County. Now they're interacting with people just in the state alone, which I find very intriguing, very interesting. And I really like how this was a really good display of how powerful the metaphysical awareness disorder can be, like how the alternates specifically tap into your psyche to get you to break down to your lowest point to where they can essentially copy, mimic you in a way. Ah, so cool. I love Alex's writing for the series. I just love how he does the story and everything about it. Like, even if you're not into analog horror, I think, Mandela Catalogue is very unique in many instances outside of the analog horror, community and stuff like that. Well, guys, unfortunately, that is all the time that I have today for this video, so please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications when I upload new videos, and make sure to follow my social media links down in the description below to join the Ghoul Renegade. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!